Hey, it's H here. Today we are taking a look at technical analysis for Bitcoin. I'll cover wave analysis with Elliott Wave Theory and provide target and invalidation levels for the presented count. Let's get going. Starting from a higher time frame, we are still within the same correction that we have been for quite a while now. Let's go through the options that we have on this medium time frame. So we have had this possibility of this being a 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Let's adjust these a bit. There we go. This is still in play. However, we would not like this wave 4 to get too high or higher than these levels around 33k. As at that point, this upper trend line is going to get more aligned with this lower one. We could be assuming that wave 3 is not done yet, at which point we could be pulling this downwards again. Again, this 1+1 extension here is from the start of wave 1 to end of wave 1 to wave 2, and it's just measuring whether wave 3 is larger than wave 3. If it is not, then we are expecting wave 4 to be smaller than wave 2, and that is to try to get this into a contracting diagonal. If the wave 3 comes below this 23k area, at that point we would be expecting some kind of expanding diagonal if we want to still play this game or this scenario. Both options are still in play. If the wave 3 is done here, then we wouldn't want wave 3 to get higher than 37k. At that point, this whole scenario goes out the door, as wave 4 would be larger than wave 2. Yeah, that's pretty much it. WXY, three-way structure, and now we would be looking for three-way structure here. One scenario here that we have been looking at is saying that we have A, B, and C is now incomplete yet. I think we had it like this here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other scenario is where we already have a possibility for this, where we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down for just the A wave of this Y. And then we would be looking for B wave and one more low. Yeah, that's pretty much the scenarios here. Time wise, let's take a look at this one. We are pretty much, let's close the volume here. We did pretty much hit the 0.618 here for the third wave. So it is possible that we have something ended here, especially if we want to look at this scenario where we would have C wave down here. But we'll see what happens in the shorter time frame. So let's take a look at that shorter time frame. Again, this is the 48k peak. Let's take a look at the scenarios we have here. Close the open interest here. One scenario is where we had this A, B and C coming down as mentioned, and indeed we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 looking for one more low down here. This is definitely one scenario to be looking at. Other one is saying that this ABC is actually done here, and instead we would have a 1, 2 really extended third wave here, where we have fifth wave inside here would be really extended. On lower time frame, if we are looking at this, we do have the lowest RSI right here where we would have this third wave labeled, and at that point we would have this extension on the fifth for the third of the C, and that would be completing some structure here down here. Now definitely that is a possibility, but we'll look again and play the smaller time frames. At least I am doing that. Other possibility, again, this 5-way move, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the third, currently making the fourth and then fifth. Whether the fourth is done or not, we can take a look right now. Let's go back to 30 minutes and look at this structure here. So we had this idea where we had a WXY. This would say that we would have completed this structure here. It is possible for the other scenario that Y is not done and we have some other structure coming down, but again, this is a possibility. Yesterday we were talking about this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looking for targets down here. We did not right get into the box here. I took my long when we closed below, or not closed, but we wicked through this low. We had a divergence on this higher time frame. We had a divergence on these lows. I think we had double divergence here on lower time frames. Maybe 10 minute. Yeah, there we go. So basically this low to this low we had a divergence, this low and this low we had a divergence. So that was my idea as well, or the reasoning behind it. We did have this support here. We were talking about, again, this 1.618 here and the 1.236. But yeah, sometimes it's just not happening. It is still possible that we are indeed in a wave 4 here. So internal wave structure would be something like 1, 2. Then we would have another possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this would be third. Currently making the fourth, or possibly done here. And then looking for one more low, and that would be again at this area here. Looking at the substructure or subwave structure here, this definitely could look like 5-way structure. And yeah, it would be possible in my mind to have this as a 1, 2. There's no overlap between this leg here and this bit basically here. We can even take a look at very low time frame. I usually don't do this, but just to make a point, there's no overlap here. You see there is a slight gap. So if we are thinking this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it is possible. So yeah, we could be looking at one more low here to get to that target we had yesterday. But we'll see again what happens on it, as it is very low time frame. Other scenario was that we had a W, X, and Y is not yet complete. We have created just the A wave and looking down for the B wave here, and then we would be looking for the C wave to complete the Y wave, right? Why is this? I think we know that is okay. Yeah, okay. So at this point we were looking at the scenario where we would have this as an A, B, and C coming down. It is kind of unlikely. We don't want to see the B wave to get to this area here around 28.6k, as that would get to around 85.4 retracement of this first move, and again at that point it definitely does not qualify as a zigzag anymore. This however does look like a some kind of 5-way move that we had here on the first leg. We could, I guess, argue that this is again 1, 2, A, B and C coming down here for the A wave, and at this point we would be needing the B wave to get up higher. But again, if we are looking at this as 5-way structure, then we can't get B above these levels here, around 32k. Not much more to say about this stuff here. Let's take a look at the RSI. We are still within this correction. We could be pumping up a bit to this trend line here, and then we still have multiple days, even a week of consolidation or coming downwards before even needing to break any structure here, if we still want to go for the wave Y. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to share today for Bitcoin. Let me know if you have a certain asset you would like me to update, or if you would like to join my Discord server. There's a link in my description of the video as well. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye bye.